So here's the second video on the second theorem, and this one's the 30, 60, 90 right triangle. And if you recall, the side ratios are in the 1 square root 3, 2. So whatever the short leg is, you're going to multiply it by 2, that'll be the hypotenuse. Whatever the short leg is, you're going to multiply by the square root of 3, and that's the long leg. Alright, so if we have this 30, 60, 90 right triangle, we know that if the short leg is 5, then the hypotenuse will be 10, and the long leg will be 5 times the square root of 3. Over here, if we notice our short leg is, and I know it's the short leg because it's opposite the 30-degree angle. So to find the hypotenuse, I have to take 4 square root of 3 over 3, that times 2, because it's just the ratio. The hypotenuse is twice as long as the short leg, and so I get 8 root 3 over 3. And when I'm looking for the long leg, I have to take this 4 square root of 3 over 3. I have to multiply that by the square root of 3, and that'll give me the long leg. So when I multiply 4 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 3, I get 12, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So on this one, I'm given the long leg. So I'm going to go from the long leg to the short leg first. We never go from long leg to hypotenuse, because what do you multiply to go from the square root of 3 of a ratio to a 2 of the ratio? I know how to get from 2 to 1, and I know how to get the square root of 3 to 1, but I don't know how to get from square root of 3 to 2. So I'm always going to go to the short leg first, and I'm going to take 4 root 3 divided by root 3, because the long leg is the square root of 3 part of the ratio, and the short leg is the 1 part of the ratio. So I get a 4, and then the hypotenuse has to be 8. On this one, again, here's the right angle, here's the 60-degree angle. We're given the biggest side is 60, or the long leg is this across from the 60. So to get to the short leg, which is over here, I have to divide the long leg, which is 4, divide that by the square root of 3. Well, I don't want to leave a radical in the bottom, so I rationalize by multiplying both top and bottom by the square root of 3, and I get 4 root 3 over 3. And then to go from the short leg, which is 4 root 3 over 3, to the hypotenuse, all I have to do is take 2 times it, and I get 8 root 3 over 3. So it doesn't matter what they are, we're just multiplying short leg times 2 to get to hypotenuse, or short leg times square root of 3 to get to the long leg. Here's the hypotenuse, and I'm going to call this the 30 and call that the 60 because they kind of look the same to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, maybe it's a 45. I don't know. But I think since it's in the 30, 60, 90, labeling it like this is safer. So if I'm going from the hypotenuse to the short leg, which is across from the 30-degree angle, I have to divide by 2. So I get 3 root 3 for the short leg. And if I go from the short leg to the long leg, I just multiply by the square root of 3, and I get 9. All right. There we have it. Just ratios. Have a good week.